purpose of this video is to show you how to prepare entries for online submission. First, open up a PDF version of your page. Most page layout programs will export to PDF, and you may be submitting PDF versions to your printer. You should be keeping your PDF pages from now on. If you have not been doing this, you can get a flatbed scanner and you can scan the image that you need. But in the meantime, we're going to start with a page here that shows a full page from the Cerritos College Talon Marks. And we're going to take just this one story on per unit fee increases and make it our entry. To do this, we want to crop a rectangle to include just the entry itself. So I will go to my tools, select the crop tool, and select a rectangle that shows just the entry. The image is not part of the entry. However, we're not going to worry about that if a little bit of the image comes in there. We're also not worried about the headline or the byline or anything like that. Simply crop it to include the relevant portions for the judge. You'll be creating a rectangle, and as with this entry, there may be some additional information that is submitted. Don't worry about it. This particular story was jumped over to another page, so I'll need to include the rest of that story. So next I would do is open up the second document, page 2, and find the portion of the story that's a carryover. It's right here in the middle of the page. So I'll go to my tools, crop tool, and crop just the portion of the story that I need. I'm going to go ahead and save this second part. And then go back to my original document, and I'm going to combine the two documents into one document. In Adobe Acrobat, the way you do that is go to the document menu, select Insert Pages, select the page you want to insert, and now I have a document that is a single document with two pages. I would do a Save As on this. And that is the file that I would upload to the site. You may also do this in other programs besides Adobe Acrobat. There are free programs that are available that will crop PDF files, others that will combine PDF files. One that you might use for cropping your page would be Photoshop. So I'll go ahead and close this and open up this page in Photoshop. Same page, and of course you can use the crop tool to go ahead and crop the entry as you need to. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind with when you do this in Photoshop, Photoshop will contain lots and lots of information. Note the size of this file. It's 23.9 megabytes right as it stands right now, and I haven't even put the second part of the story on here. We won't let you upload 23.9 megabytes. You will need to change the size of this file. We do that by going to the Image menu, selecting Image Size, and you'll note that the resolution right now is 300 dpi. Now, that's what you need to print your file out if you're printing it to a print edition of the paper. However, judges are going to be looking at this online, and most computer screens can only hold 72 to 80 pixels per inch. So there's no use in us saving all that extra resolution in the entry. I'm going to go ahead and change the resolution to 80 pixels per inch. Now notice what happens when I do this. It's starting off as 23.9 megabytes. I change it to 80 and it drops down to 1.72 megabytes, a much more reasonable file. I still need to crop the second page and combine the two of them. I can't do that in Photoshop. However, I could, if I wanted to, go into InDesign, place both of those files on one page, and then export them to a single PDF file and upload that. Be cautious, however, of the size of your files. You will not be allowed to send in really huge files. You don't need to worry about that as much when you do all of this in Acrobat. It's only Photoshop that tends to add to those sizes. If you have problems uploading a file, you can always open up your document in Photoshop and change the resolution to 72 to 80 pixels per inch.